All right, hey guys, this is Scott coming to you from the Carnival Liberty. Carnival Liberty. We're here in the middle of the ocean, as you can see, and I've got my little friend. I'm gonna call him Jack. I think he's a rabbit. I'm gonna call him Jack. Jack Rabbit. Anyway, so unfortunately, I am not here with the better half. My wife Laura is at home, which I'll be seeing her tomorrow. We are heading back to Port Canaveral right now. So I did still want to cover the review video, like we always do together. Almost always do together. So yeah, I wanted to cover the Carnival Liberty, what I've seen in the last 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. Sorry, 4 days, and just give you the quick rundown from the way I see it. Before I do that, I would like to ask you if you wouldn't mind to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe with the notification bell on, and then tell all your friends and send this on Facebook and send this on Instagram and do all the things that you crazy kids do out there with social media. We would appreciate it very much. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be able to go live from these places that we go to around the world, the cruise ships. Like we've got the Seabourn Ovation coming up in March with a Panama Canal cruise, 2 weeks. It'd be great to be able to come to you guys live with that so that you can ask us questions and say, hey, point the camera here and do this. And hey, check out this part of the ship. And so that's, a big goal for us is to get to 1,000. I know there are some other cruise people out there that want to get to 18 million. Looking at Tony, Little Loca. Great show. You should subscribe to his channel. But yeah, he's trying to get to 18 million, trying to get to 1,000. So we're getting there. We just started less than 6 months ago. He's been doing it for 10 years. So we'll get there. But anyway, so like and subscribe. And again, so this is Scott coming to you from Carnival Liberty, from Extraordinary Adventures Cruise and Travel. And here goes, without any further ado, my review. Boarding, let's start with that. No problem. Got to the port, parked in the garage at Canaveral, walked over, pretty much walked right on the ship. There was, okay, change that. We could have walked right on the strip, but we had gotten here a little early. And so we hung out in the terminal, but testing, passports, all the check-in stuff. That's, some lines have made a nightmare and some lines have made smooth and easy. Carnival, being an established player in the field, really did it right. They did it fine. And then we boarded, and I don't know that it was much after 11. So it was pretty good. We were supposed to be here between 10 and 10:30. I remember looking at my clock at around 10:45, so shortly thereafter, so right around 11. Boarded the ship. Ship was in pretty good condition, or I should say very good condition. There's I pointed in my room tour video, which I'll put a little, I think it's on this side, or is it on this side? There's going to be a link on one of these sides right here to the room tour video. Check it out. There's a little carpet that wasn't glued to the wall properly here. I let the gentleman know that on the first day, and it still hasn't been changed. So, it's an older ship, but in many ways it's in very, very good condition, and I've enjoyed the overall ship. Layout is a little older, so the older styles of things being disjointed. I do not blame Carnival for that. I think that is the way all the old ships that I've been on, whether that was the NCL Jade, Royal Caribbean, several ships, Enchantment and Majesty and Legend, all those old ones. Carnival Liberty is getting up there in age, and I feel like they've learned a lot in the cruise industry. So when you get on the newer ones, things seem to flow and make sense better. So that's, it's a victim of its own design from that many years ago. But that aside, I really have no knocks. Hot tubs were a little warm yesterday as opposed to hot, which we like, but it was fine. The first day it was piping hot. Couldn't even get in the thing. We were in there for 5-10 minutes and sat on the edge. But overall the ship's in great condition. So that's the ship. Service has been as you'd expect. They're all excited to be back after 2 years off. They were just covering some of the Carnival Horizon sailings because Horizon had some engine troubles. But I believe this is the second official Liberty sailing. So they're all very excited to be back. Crew has been very upbeat, very friendly, very personable. I haven't found a bad egg in the bad rotten tomato in the batch, or I don't know. Everybody's been great. As always, you get the rock stars. There's been, there's Julie down at the coffee shop who, like, she's just doing coffee, but my God, she's like the sweetest, friendliest, remembers our names, remembers what we have. Oh, you having another espresso tonight? You're having a tea, Joe? Really good over there. But I don't want to start naming names. There's been a lot of rock star people. But I will, of course, mention one more group of guys. You will always find, I should say always, but I mean, I've only been on two Carnival cruises, and the only other comparable thing that I can remember is like the R Bar on Royal, or the new Bamboo room on Royal. The craft cocktail bars, they almost always have like the best bartenders. Not just the skill of making the cocktails, but the personality. And the Alchemy bar on Carnival Liberty here is definitely no exception. The three guys are Yakub, Amel, and Sinan. Phenomenal. They're just phenomenal. They rock the drinks, they rock the entertainment, they rock the guest interaction, they remember everybody. They're fabulous. They're fabulous. So if you're coming on the Carnival Liberty, you absolutely want to spend some quality time there at the Alchemy bar. They do change, obviously, with contracts, but the last time we were on Carnival Victory, we had three young ladies at the Alchemy bar. Don't remember the other two names, but one of them was Yulia, and then the other two young ladies, same thing. I mean, they just rocked the crowd, made the drinks. I mean, the Alchemy bar is honestly one of the best bars at sea. It's not one of those get drunk in a nightclub kind of things, which I'm not opposed to, I'm not knocking that. But it's that kind of sit down, craft cocktail, try stuff, watch as they work, that kind of a bar. Phenomenal. I mean, I think it beats the Bamboo Room and our bar. I mean, I love those venues, but I do think it beats that. That takes me, I think, to food. I would call it classic cruise food. I mean, breakfast is you get your big egg slop bowl and all your bacon and ham and sausage and fruit and pastries and oatmeal and everything that you could want. Your basic, they have the omelet station, which was really good. I've heard some complaints about it. I think, if you're looking at it from a fine dining breakfast kind of a place option, okay, maybe it doesn't measure up to that. But if you've been on 20 cruises and you've seen what the other lines do, honestly, they're all roughly the same. There have been exceptional. MSC had the waffle, and Celebrity Edge had the waffle that my wife loves. If she sees a waffle, specialty waffle, she will be getting it, and she loved both of theirs. Perhaps in the main dining room, which I haven't been to for breakfast, I'm maybe get in there tomorrow on disembarkation day. Maybe their stuff there is a little bit better, maybe made to order kind of stuff, but the buffet breakfast was just okay. Buffet, lunch, and dinner. Here's the problem. We're sailing with 800 people, and the ship holds 3,400 people. So we showed this on MSC as well when we did a video tour of the buffet that they had there, many of the stations being closed. Same thing happened here. The challenge that I had with it here is when you went to dinner, and I don't recall lunch being much better, but I have gone to other places for lunch, which we'll get to in a second. When you went to dinner, they had the salad area, then they had a few hot dishes, a carving station, and that was it. That was it. All the other buffet areas were all shut down. So if you're a person who, like me, my wife gets me to go to the main dining room, MDR. My wife gets me to go to the MDR. My friends get me to go to the MDR. But honestly, some days you get in the hot tub, you just want to go to the buffet and have some dinner and not worry about it. If I'm going to do that, I want to have good options, And I felt like the buffet for lunch and dinner were definitely lacking. But again, partially owing to the fact that it's 800 out of 3,400. Yes, possible, but then my friend mentioned, okay, so quantity is one thing, but what about quality? And he's not wrong there. If you can only put out a handful of things, those handful of things better be phenomenal. So I think they dropped the ball a little bit there. Their MDR, where I've gone to dinner twice at, the mahi I had was like really good. Shrimp cocktail was shrimp cocktail, nothing special. Caesar was that kind of anchovy, fishy Caesar my wife would have loved. But the fish was really, really good. The first night service was chaotic and it's just, Partially, I think that's my time. My wife, Laura, Laura's brought this to my attention, is probably correct. The 5:30 and the 8:30, everything comes in, they do everything, like this routine that happens. Whereas my time seems to be chaotic. The next night, the service was much better. So I don't know, maybe that theory doesn't hold up, but yeah, it was not so hot the first night. But again, the food was good. And the second night, the food was great. Yeah, no complaints, no complaints. It's a solid MDR. It's a solid one. It's not fabulous, but it was solid. Going back to the other comment I made about what I've been doing for lunch, what I love about Carnival does this here, and I know NCL does it as well. They have some included specialty. So it's not specialty where you pay for it, specialty where it's free. So that's nice. Best pizza at sea, probably. I mean, comparable MSC. Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, some of the other ones. Now, I've heard Princess has really, really good pizza. So I haven't tried Princess's pizza. It's entirely possible that they have the best pizza at sea. But right now, it's between MSC and Carnival. They also have probably the best Mexican at sea. Sorry, Sabor. Sorry, El Loco Fresh. I mean, I liked El Loco Fresh, but the Blue Iguana Cantina, and then, of course, the Blue Iguana Cantina bar. So you get yourself a margarita, get yourself a burrito or taco salad or whatever you get, and you sit down, and it's a great, completely included Mexican meal. Across the way, you have Guy's Burgers. We did a post on our Facebook page. Go check it out. Extraordinary Adventures Cruise and Travel. About the best burgers at sea. And honestly, for a free option, Guy's Burgers is right up there. On the other hand, it's Guy Fieri. It's a famous chef, right? So you would expect the burger to be phenomenal, not just beat the other crappy, dry hockey puck, burgers that you get at buffets. I don't know. I think it was good. It was tasty, but don't say, if you're Jamie Oliver, if you're Guy Fieri, if you're Emeril Lagasse, like, you're putting your stamp of approval. It's really better be a kick-ass burger, and it really wasn't. It was good. It was tasty. So the donkey sauce for the fries were tasty, and the fries were tasty. Everything was tasty. No complaint. Best part, again, included. So, you go to Johnny Rockets on Royal, not included. $7.95, $8.95. I don't even know what it's up to, unless you get the dining package. But yeah, so there's the burger place, the Mexican place, the pizza place. What else was there? One cool thing that they do have here is a Wok Station, where you can get, and it's, again, included. It's in the buffet area, but they set up a nice Wok Station. I have some photos that we posted on the Facebook page again. Really good. Really, really good. You create your own. You go and you pick your different vegetables, your meats, your sauces, give it to the dude. He does his thing, and you have fresh, hot, Chinese, Asian. I think it's called Mongolian wok, so Mongolian food. Very, very good. The other thing they include is the deli. On two sides, as you're walking down, there's two sides. One has sushi, which is not included, but it's there if you want it. It looks reasonable, buck and a half, I think, for the pieces, whatever. The other side had deli, where they had pastrami and hot dogs and falafel wrap and turkey wrap, and all that's included. So, and those were pretty tasty. So you honestly are not going to lack for food. I mean, you never do on a cruise ship, but you're not going to also lack for having good food options. So that's mine. Tonight's the Steakhouse. Usually we like to do this review as late as possible in the trip. Inevitably, we miss a couple things on the last night. There's another show tonight, which we'll get to the shows in just a second. There's another show tonight that I'm not going to be commenting on right now. But every time that Laura and I have said, hey, we'll do it at home, we forget to do it, or it's just not as good. You also don't get the ocean backdrop. You don't get my friend Jack. So we try to make sure that we do it here in the room towards the end. So tonight is the Steakhouse, and I've heard some phenomenal things about the Steakhouse, so I'm very excited to try that. Again, the service has been great everywhere, so I mean, other than the first night at the main dining room. So I'm expecting service is going to be amazing. I heard the steaks were amazing. I heard all the accompaniments were amazing. So, very excited about that. So then that's, I think, covers food. Entertainment has been like I would think. I don't understand that Virgin didn't get this right, but I have heard from my friend over at Cruise Habit, Billy, that they have really upped this complaint. The complaint was live music. Very little of it and just weird. Like there was no set. This ship, geez, all day long. There's somewhere you can go. You can get a Caribbean steel drum. You can get a violin. You can get singers. You can get like there's just everywhere around the ship some sort of a live performer. And I don't mean the shows like the 9 o'clock show kind of thing. I just mean just go sit at a lounge and listen. The piano guy they have a piano bar here, much similar to the Schooner Bar. Apparently, Virgin has fixed that, and they've gotten that more right now. So you'd have to go over to Cruise Habit and see what Billy's got to say about that. I am not quite ready to give Virgin another shot yet, but you can watch our videos. And again, I can maybe post that somewhere over here. Okay. Anyway, I gotta figure out which side it's on. Anyway, yeah, I can post a link to that to those reviews. But live music has been phenomenal. The show. Okay, so here's my so far my one big ding. My wife's more of a show guy than I am, but I'm a show guy. I mean, I was the one who started her, taking her into the city to see Les Mis and Phantom and that kind of stuff. So it's not like I'm not a show guy, but I need my shows to be like really good. They don't have to be Broadway shows like you have on Harmony, on Oasis class ships, Oasis, Harmony, Allure, etc. They don't have to be Broadway. They can be Entourage. They can be a mixed thing. I just like to see it done like really, really well. The kids are busting their butts. They sing well. They dance well. They're just phenomenal. Like, again, most of the onboard performer, what do you call that? The ensemble, the crew. The choreography, the production of the show themselves, and some of the choreography, the way that, I'm not a choreographer. I don't know. I just know what I like, and I saw some stuff that was like, if I was here with my wife, I would have either taken a nap or I would have left. But we're here doing a boys' cruise, and I didn't want to kind of, he wanted to see the show. We could see it in the show, but I honestly would have left on the second night. Now tonight is their third production. We're gonna give it a shot again, and we're gonna see. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I'm giving the benefit of doubt. We're gonna go. I'm gonna be ready to rock and have fun. Hopefully it's better. I'll put in the notes if it is better. If I enjoyed it better, I'll put a little paragraph down there because this is the final review and there's still more cruise left. I'm not going to do that video that Laura and I did from the car coming back from MSC as we were driving home. We did like a little, which again I could possibly put here, a little recap where we made some mistakes and had to right our wrongs, and so I'll just put that in the notes. Speaking of performers, and the final one that I can think of right now is the comedians. Fabulous. I mean, Jerome and the Irish guy, Sean Finnerty, and Kier, Kier, says only he's like Madonna or Prince. He was a musical comedian, so he had a guitar and he would make some impressions, and honestly, I think he was the funniest of them. He's on tonight again. They're all on tonight again. I thought they were all fabulous. Jerome was my least favorite, a little bit dirty. Excuse me, I thought he was relying on the dirtiness a little bit too much, as opposed to being, witty. It wasn't horrible. Just wouldn't go back to see him. Excuse me, the Irish guy was funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of them have been on national stages, like, Conan or Fallon or whatever. So they're all good, no question about it. But again, completely included. So, I mean, you can't beat that. When you think about the value of cruising, my God, everything that's included. So that's that. So you got the drinks, you got the food, you got the ship layout, you've got the service, you've got the performances, you've got captain and cruise director, fine, funny. Oh, this is Dustin coming from the ceiling. He makes us a little joke every time. But, upbeat and friendly guy. Definitely not a dud. I've had worse. I've had better. No, he's no Bing Bong, and he's no Ricky Matthews. Ricky Matthews, Bing Bong, everybody loves Bing Bong, but that's Mark Bing Bong Walker. You can Facebook him. He's got a page. Ricky Matthews is by far the best one. Former Zumba instructor, so the man does like non-stop energy. I don't know how he does it. Because these guys work hard because they're also in control of cruise directing. Like they have a corporate type job as well as the entertainment role. So busy, and he's just never gives up. But anyway, this is a Carnival Liberty review, not a Ricky Matthews Royal Caribbean review. So I do think that is it for now. everything was good. Everything's clean. Oh, cleaning for COVID, just nonstop. I mean, holy cow. I mean, every ship has done it. We saw that on Celebrity Edge on our first cruise back from the post-pandemic. We saw that Edge, like everyone, including Virgin, just everybody cleaning the stuff out of stuff. But I guess with that, I'm gonna wrap. I think that covered everything. We are going to be on the Independence of the Sea. And when I say we as a company, Extraordinary Adventures Cruise and Travel, are going to be. But again, I am going to be going solo. We're going to be coming to you. I'll be coming to you from the Independence of the Seas in like 25 days. So we'll 4-nighter there. But then Laura's back with me in March on the Seabourn Ovation. So definitely want to check that one out. 2 weeks Panama Canal. Whew. It's going to be exciting. I mean, you can see I'm a Harley guy. I don't know if I'm going to fit in too well with the Seabourn crowd, but I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. So stay tuned to our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with all your friends. Email, text it, yell out the window to your neighborhood. You know, hey, check out this Extraordinary Adventures Cruise and Travel YouTube channel. We want to get up to 1,000 again, so we can go live. We've got that Jewel of the Seas coming up from Royal in September. It's Mediterranean, a 9-night Mediterranean. So, I mean, that would be a great one to hit 1,000 before, so that you can say, hey, when you're in Spain and when you're in Italy, and can you look at this? And so, yeah, that would be great. That would be fabulous. For now, this is Scott signing off. Extraordinary Adventures from the Carnival Liberty. Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a boat. What is this? Oh, that's the railing, and that's the chair. Oh, sorry. And then Jack's saying goodbye. I don't know if you can hear him. Goodbye, everybody. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Ciao.